Hey, welcome back, Let's Players. That Gamer Mexican's here again with, I think it's episode 18 total, you know, with all those part 2s and stuff. Anyway, so I'm back in the second level of Elwood Story Mode. The second part of it, to be exact. Because, you know, I ran out of time. I think I can go over 15 minutes now, I'm not sure, but I just, you know, don't really want to try and risk losing an entire video again. Okay, so in this part of the level, they decided to attack me with everything they had, which wasn't much really. A few axe guys, a mercenary. It's harder in Hector's mode because they have Pegasus Knights too, so they have a tendency to fly over the mountain and attack you, or like attack Elwood's group if Hector doesn't get there in time. But anyways, it's always good to take advantage of, you know, any bonuses you have, especially weapons triangle stuff. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. If they have a sword guy, use a spear, but also you have to make sure that there's no one around him who has, like, an axe, because then next turn he'll just get hit really hard. So, in that situation, it's better to tie one and beat one than to beat one and lose to, you know, everybody else. Okay, so Hector can go around the mountains and attack them from behind, but normally by the time he gets there, they're already over the hill and attack Elwood, so might as well pick up an axe for Hector, because the Wolf Bale it's actually a really good axe. It's just that it has, you know, 30 uses, and in Elwood's mode you only get one, so it's a smarter move to, you know, get Hector an iron axe as soon as you can and make him use that. Where was I? There's something I wanted to talk about too. I can't really remember now, so I'll just try to say the first thing that comes into my head. It's not really dirty. Crap, I'm drawing blanks. Yeah, I'm just really tired because I had a football game yesterday. We lost, but, you know, it's a pretty good game. It was 28 to 34 or something. 21 or 28 to 34. And we would have won, but they called back 2 of our touchdowns because, you know, holding that didn't actually happen. But on the bright side, I caught a punt and returned it, so I was really happy with that one. Anyways. Oh yeah, there's something else about the Wolf Girls. You get 1 in Elwood's, but in Hector's mode you get 2 more really late in the game, so you'll have them, you know, pretty much for the rest of the game. They have 30 shots each, so you have, like, way more than you need, actually. Especially since, in the last couple chapters, Hector gets that legendary axe, which is so useful. Okay, why did I buy that second axe? Who the hell knows? The bow is for Rebecca, obviously, but why did I buy that axe? Barter has, I think it might have been for Dorcas, because he only has that steel axe, but I don't tend to use Dorcas a lot, so... Okay, so, yeah, just... for Rebecca, it's not always... It's, you know, never a smart idea to put an archer versus another archer, because you're just losing the whole, you know, they don't get counterattack benefit. But in Rebecca's case, she's not normally strong enough to go head-to-head with another person except for an archer, so now let's just make sure that she can be attacked, and leave it at that. The boss here has an unusually high defense for, you know, a fighter. They normally have really crappy defense, but, you know, normally... I know, he's only got about 4. I must have confused him with another boss. He does have a pretty high attack though, but since he has an axe, it's balanced, because axes have shit accuracy. Anyway, so, one of those annoying, you know, hit and miss things where I can hit him a bit better, but I still miss. Okay, so let's get this guy, you know, all softened up for Rebecca. She's always worth it to train because if she gets even like a mediocre strength, maybe like 7 or something, by the time she's higher level, that goes really well if you give her, you know, a powerful bow that goes with her high speed and, you know, high skill. So like 5 strength for her is actually high enough to like let her live late game. And here's just a little cutscene just for the fun of it. One of those random talking things. You'll see a lot of support conversations in this one because I, for one, enjoy, not in this episode specific, but I enjoy using support conversations because they increase the, like, they increase your unit's capabilities. They do more damage sometimes. They hit more often, or, you know, they have a higher critical chance by a lot sometimes. And also, they're really funny a lot most of the time. So, you may notice I pan in and pan out sometimes. You know, I just pause and then it comes back with a different scene because what I did there was I just waited a bunch of turns for a support conversation to get in. Especially if, you know, I tend to do Hector and Farina. They have a one support conversation, you know, point every turn they're next to each other, so it's really slow. But they have good conversations, and, you know, the bonuses are pretty good. I may confuse you with the one conversation point thing. The way that the conversation, the support bonuses work, is every turn you're next to, you know, a unit you can have a support with, it increases by a certain amount of points. Like Lynn and Florina is 5, and they start with like 74 points or something. And I believe that once you reach 81 points, you get the C support. Once you reach 162 or something, you get the B support. And once you get the A support is 240 points. So it's a bit slow if you have like a 1 point per turn thing. Like Farina comes in really late, so it's 240 turns right next to Hector, so I'll probably like pause when I do that and come back in. But once again, they're always worth it, and you can save the support conversations later on, and then when you replay you can, you know, do different conversations to try to collect them all. A neat trick, actually, is the only people it doesn't work on is Pent and Louise. They start with an A support, but on 3 chapters, they can talk to each other anyways, and those counter supports, so they don't give any bonuses. If you get to chapter 30, you can save there, and just combine different people's conversations, and then load back to chapter 30 to do it again and again. So it might take a while, but you can get all the support conversations without having to restart, because by then you'll have all the characters. Just make sure no one gets A support before you save, because then they can't get an A support with anyone else. Okay, so I got about 30 seconds left on this one. Here you find out that Matthew is a spy, and Sarah comes up really annoying and everything. And then later on you find out how deep plots go, and, you know, that you're in for a real fun time trying to chase down all these evil people that are actually, you know, not people, some of them. Anyway, so that's the end of it. That Gamer Mexican, signing out.